Good morning. This is Kasturi Day. Today, I will be discussing the force and pressure chapter, which I started in my last video. This chapter is according to Class 8 syllabus, ICSE syllabus. Okay, Class 8 ICSE syllabus. So, in my last video, I stopped at the turning effect of force. I was discussing this topic, where I told you that in my last portion of the video, where I told that a pair of equal sized turning forces, so two forces, that is a pair of equal size, they should be of equal size. The turning forces, they are acting in two different directions, that is known as a couple. Okay, and a turning movement which is caused by a couple, that is two different forces acting in different direction, the turning movement which is caused by these type of two forces, that is known as a torque. Okay, and the forces in a couple always act in exactly opposite directions. There should be opposite direction in a torque. Okay, and are equally spaced from the center of the rotation. When a single force is used to turn an object about its axis, the moment of that force is also referred to as a torque. Okay, see, torque is referred to two forces, that is a pair of forces. Even when a single force is acting to turn an object about its axis, that is also referred to as torque. Okay, next is unit of moment of force. See, unit of moment of force is equal to unit of force into unit of distance. That is, moment, we know that is the product of force and the perpendicular distance from the pivoted end. So unit of moment of forces will be unit of force multiplied by unit of distance. So that means SI unit will be, unit of force is Newton and unit of distance is meter. So SI unit of moment of force will be Newton meter. In CGS system, 1 Newton meter is equal to 10 to the power 5 dyne. Okay, and in meter, 1 Newton is 10 to the power 5 dyne and 1 meter is equal to 10 to the power 2 centimeter. So 10 to the power 7 dyne centimeter will be the CGS unit. Okay, now 1 kgf meter will be equal to 9.8 Newton meter. 1 GF meter will be equal to 1 GF centimeter will be equal to, 1 GF meter will be is equal to 980 dyne centimeter. Okay, then note, it is there's a important message here. It should be noted that conventionally, if the effect of a body is to turn it anti-clockwise, okay, if the effect of the force of the body which is turning the body to anti-clockwise direction, then moment of force will be known as anti-clockwise moment and it is taken as positive. Okay, and if the effect of the body is to turn it in a clockwise direction, then the moment of the force is known as clockwise moment and that is taken as negative. The value will be negative. The direction of rotation of a body can be changed either by changing the point at which the force is applied or by changing the direction of the force applied. Okay, if we want to change direction of the rotation of the body, that is by if it is moving in a clockwise direction, we want to change it we want to rotate in an anti-clockwise direction, then we can do it by changing the point of the force on which the force is acting, if we change that point of force or if we change the direction of the force. Okay, in both the cases the direction of the rotation of the body will be changed. Next, see, we come to pressure. Okay, now in case of pressure, first we need to know the definition of thrust, because see, the thrust is the force acting normally on a surface. Force which is acting normally on the surface, that is known as thrust. Okay. A body, when placed on a surface, exerts thrusts on the surface equal to its own weight. How much weight the body is, that much of thrust that will be the body will exert on the surface on which it is placed. The unit of thrust will be the unit of weight or force. So, unit of thrust will be kilogram force, that is kgf, or gram force, that is gf, or newton, as per it is the unit of weight or force. Okay, so 1 kgf is equal to 1000 gf or 10 newton. 1 newton is equal to 100 gf. Okay. Now, what is the effect of thrust? The effect of thrust depends on the area of the surface on which it acts. Okay, on the surface which it is acting, depending on the surface on which it is acting, the effect of thrust happens. Okay, similarly, smaller the area of the surface, if it is small, on which the thrust is acting, larger will be the effect of the thrust. But if the effect of the thrust is placed on a larger area, okay, then the effect of thrust is expressed in terms of quantity called pressure. Okay, more the effect of a given thrust on the surface, it is said that thrust exerts more pressure. Okay, more the effect of the thrust, how much force you are acting, how much thrust you are giving, how much weight you are applying on the surface on which it is acting, the more the pressure will be on the surface. And if there is less is the effect of the thrust on the surface, the pressure exerted will be less. Then see, now we come to the definition of pressure, because see, from the definition of pressure we know that pressure is the thrust per unit area. So that's why we first came to the definition thrust, we discussed thrust, and then we have come to pressure. Now pressure is therefore what happens? Thrust by area, thrust by area. It's denoted by capital P. Okay, and if thrust is F, which acts on the area A, capital A, then P will be expressed as P is equal to F by A. So SI unit of thrust is Newton and SI unit of area is meter. Therefore, SI unit of pressure will be, SI unit of area is meter square. Okay, so SI unit of pressure will be Newton per meter square, or you can say Pascal, PA, after the name of the scientist Blaise Pascal who discovered it. Then thus 1 Pascal is the pressure which is exerted by a thrust of 1 Newton on a surface area of 1 meter square. The surface area should be 1 meter square on which the thrust is applying. That thrust should be 1 Newton. Therefore, then the pressure will be 1 Pascal. Okay. So 1 Pascal is equal to 1 Newton plus 1 Newton by 1 meter square, or you can say 1 PA is equal to 1 N by M square, or okay, 1 N by M square. Okay. Therefore, the bigger unit of pressure is kilopascal, kPa, or you can say 1 kilopascal is equal to 1000 pascals. Okay, if thrust is measured in kgf and area in centimeter square, then pressure is expressed as in the unit of kgf by centimeter square. The atmospheric pressure is generally expressed in the unit of atmosphere, that is ATM. Unit atmosphere, that is ATM, where 1 ATM is equal to 76 centimeter of mercury column, or you can say 1.01 into 10 to the power 8 pascals. Okay. sorry, 10 to the power 5 pascals, okay, 1.013 into 10 to the power 5 pascals, okay. So, or you can say it is equal to 1 into 10 to the power 5 pascals, okay. 1.013 can be approximately it comes to 1 into 10 to the power 5 pascals, okay, or 10 to the power 5 pascals in the other words, okay. So, the factors which affect pressure is thrust and the cross-sectional area. That is, pressure is directly proportional to thrust. More the thrust, more will be the pressure. And pressure is inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area. If the less is the cross-sectional area, pressure will be more. More is the cross-sectional area, pressure will be less. See, from the diagram you can see that there is a small, a piece of wood which is placed on a, or rather brick, piece of brick, it is kept in a longitudinal position on a sponge, okay, and that creates, as the cross section of the area of the brick is small, therefore it creates a larger pressure. But in case of the second picture, see you can see that the cross sectional area of the brick is more and therefore it exerts less pressure. In the second picture also you can see when the person is lying down, the thrust is the pressure, the cross-sectional area is more, okay. Therefore the pressure is will be less. And in case of the B section, B picture, as the person is standing, so cross-sectional area is less and therefore what happens, the pressure will be more, okay. See, okay, in the first case, the brick which is kept in a longitudinal position one after the other, what happens, there is a more pressure is applied on the more thrust is applied on the sponge and therefore there will be more pressure, okay. So this is the factors which affect the pressure, okay. So let me stop here. I'll continue with the rest of the question, this chapter in my next video. Please go through this. If you are liking the videos, hope you are liking it. Please press the like button and share with your friends so that they can also be benefited from these videos. And if you are a new viewer to my channel and not subscribed yet, please do subscribe to get the notification of my next video. And please to respond, please to ask questions if you have any doubt. And please go through the text videos as well as the question answer videos, okay. Thank you.